All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Living the Dream podcast. Today on the show, we are talking about Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. And in this verse, what I really got from it, just the TLDR, is don't turn away from reproof. And reproof is an expression of blame or disapproval. Let me tell you what I mean. Jump into the verse. This is Psalm 1, verse 23. If you turn at my reproof, and it has a little subtitle there, this first part of the verse can also be read, or will you turn away at my reproof? So basically, questioning, are you going to turn away when I show you my reproof? That's what wisdom is saying to us. So, if you turn at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. So that can also be read or will you turn away at my reproof? Behold, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. And so just a little interpretation, because it was a little confusing when I first read it. For me, it was like, are you going to turn away from my reproof? If you don't, I'm going to make my spirit known to you. I will make my words known to you. I'm going to pour out my spirit to you. I'll make my words known to you. That's how I read it. So it's wisdom here is urging us to accept the reproof that wisdom has for us. So that's what we're talking about today, not turning away from reproof. And where has it shown up in my life? Well, first, I've turned away when people have told me to focus. I think they have kind of given me a nod of disapproval or words of disapproval when it came to being unfocused as an entrepreneur. And I've turned away when that happened. Like, I shied away from that. I was like, no, I'm different. I'm this, I'm that. My ego got in the way. And I was like, I'm not going to focus. Since then, I've been working on my focus and I'm still not great at it. I still turn away. I don't have a singular focus where I just cancel out everything else and I'm like, this is what I'm doing. Another way I've turned away is when people have talked to me about product market fit. I read $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozy, and he was talking about pick a market with money, pick something that people want to buy. And I was like, well, I have something I want to sell. I just think people will want to buy it. Not always the case. Not always the case. In addition to product market fit, in that same vein, patience with testing product market fit. So I never did anything long enough to really find out if people would want to buy it. I didn't send out the 100 messages for 90 days straight. So these are some ways where I've turned away from reproof. Also, not being able to help people that don't want to be helped. A lot of people tell me you can't help people who don't want to be helped, right? And I've been asking the question on my podcast, how do you help people that don't want to be helped? For a long time, because I refuse to accept that answer. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, who knows? Because what people are telling me may not be wisdom. These are things that, like in the Bible it says, wipe the dust off your feet, right? So there is some wisdom there that I neglect, that I turn away from. I've turned toward it when it comes to fitness. Like, I like to kind of alter my diet. I like to alter how I lift, how I stretch, all that good stuff. I really need to be held accountable to stretching, because that is actually one place where I've turned away. So I need to stretch more. But very recently, Alex Hormozy talked about kind of there being three linchpins, or three kind of things that hold you back when it comes to being an entrepreneur. One is developing skills, one is the beliefs you have, and one is the character traits you have. And so I've turned towards wisdom when it comes to developing skills, beliefs, character traits, kind of honing in that focus, honing in that product market fit, or picking the right opportunity for where I'm at right now. Those are some things that I've been honing. And where do I want it to show up in my life? I want to know the spirit and words of wisdom by taking extreme ownership. So I want that spirit poured into me. I want to know the words of wisdom by taking extreme ownership over my situation, over my life, and over the reproof. Because I feel like when blame is put on me and I turn away from it, it's because I'm not taking extreme ownership. Or when I have disapproval cast upon me by people who have wisdom, and I turn away from it, it's because I'm not taking extreme ownership of my part in the problem. And so I want to approach every problem with extreme ownership, in the sense that I'm like, okay, how did I contribute to this and how can I fix it? Now, how can you apply this to your life? I would say don't turn away from reproof. So if your parents have gotten to a goal that you're trying to hit, listen to them. Go seek out wisdom from people who are where you're trying to go, and then listen to them. Like, don't turn away from their criticism. Don't turn away from their constructive feedback. Don't turn away from their reproof. And that's all we got for you guys today on the show. Thank you guys for listening. That is Proverbs 1, verse 23. We will see you guys on the next one. And on that note, we're out.